Okay, so I came out here last night because my potatoes are falling over and they've already bloomed. So I dug these and I decided I'm gonna come back out and dig the rest today, get those, and then I went by the store and they were finishing up with their potatoes and he just let me have these. So I'm gonna start some more spuds and see if I can get some more potatoes this season. Hey guys, how's your week going? So, luckily I got this done before the heat wave. We are in a heat wave and it is serious. It is so hot. Right before this though, it was like high 70s, low 80s, and now we're upper 90s with a heat index well into the 100s. So it is crazy hot. So I hope if you are in the heat wave, you are staying nice and cool because this junk is no joke. I went out there just to like water my chickens and make sure they were all good today. I keep shade cloth around their pen like year round and it's covered. But I went out there and my mom was telling me she saw where they'd take like a metal pan and put some ice and a rock on there, and she has like little chicks. She had some hatch this year, so they were loving that. When I say chicks, they're probably at least 8 weeks. They hatched like March, April time. But so anyways, and she was like, they are loving it and they keep on going on the little rock to cool their feet. So I thought I would go do that. So I went out there to do that and it is hot. It was horrible. I wasn't out there long, but I know in the shade cloth, it's at least 10 degrees cooler under there. It was not as bad. So I did go ahead and get them a pan of ice water out there. So that way they could be cooling off as well with a little rock in there. I have yet to go back out to check, see if they're using it, but I hope they are. But so anyways, I'm going to get these potatoes out of the ground and I am going to try to get some more started. I recorded this sometime at the beginning of the week. It was a few days ago. So I went out there last night and was watering, and some of the sprouts have already come up. Like one of the potatoes has already started sprouting back up. So I'm excited. I'm hoping that I can get a double batch of potatoes this year. And I know that basket does not look like a lot, but it is, because that's at least 5 pounds. And I am sure those little teeny tiny red potatoes at Aldi is like $3.99 a pound, like for the small bag. And that is quite a few bags. So I'm going to get these put away. I'm excited about that. Look how many. I got so many. And this basket was heavy. I was kind of worried about the handle, so I held it underneath. But then we're going to move in, or move inside. Yeah, I said that right. Move inside. And I've been wanting to do like some kind of shelf display. And I checked some thrift stores to see if they had something I was kind of wanting to do. And I couldn't find anything. And then I thought, let's get some L brackets and a 1x2, because I want to do like a shelf where I can put their minifigs. And this works really well. The only thing is my son's minifigs, because they come more in the sets. Like my daughter, he does buy some that are just the minifig releases. But the ones that come in the sets that he likes, and the ones that he gets whenever we go to like the little Lego store, they don't have the plates. So they don't stand up as well. But I looked online for the little minifig plates, and those things are expensive online, but they're 20 cents each on lego.com. And I know you have to order a certain amount in order to get free shipping or whatever, but my husband ordered me some, so I'm excited for those to come in. They just haven't. But I just took a 1x4. The most expensive part, I think, was the L brackets of this whole thing. The 1x4 was like $4 or $5, or 1x2 by 8. And then the L brackets were also $5. So, and I used 2 per shelf because, again, they're not holding a whole lot of weight. These are in a stud. I ended up taking this center one out. I was like, what? That looks funny. And I felt like it was going to topple. So I found another stud and took this one out. I'm going to have to patch, and I still need to touch up paint. It's fine. We're getting there. But, so, I have been working in his room. I also have started my daughter's room, and I may be starting the laundry room. It's totally fine. Who doesn't need 3 different things going at once? Plus gardening and all the things. I've hit my level of crazy. But it's fine. But so anyways, I'm going to get these put in, and I think these are going to be real cool. The only thing is I don't have those plates yet, so some of the minifigs are hard to put on the shelf because they want to topple over. So I'm excited for those to come in. I'm going to ask my husband when they're supposed to be here. But he got on there and ordered for me. So I was like, yay, thank you so much, because I was looking for them online. And And on like Walmart.com, and I checked Amazon and eBay, they were literally like 15 for 30 or something like that. I was like, I am not paying that. And also, they're not even Lego. So I remembered Lego, they sell, you can buy individual pieces as long as you know the part number. And I just Googled the part number. So actually, and sometimes if like you can search it and sometimes that'll help. But I found the minifigure plates, and they're only 20 cents each on there. So we bought a bunch. I don't know how much you have to order from there to get free shipping, but he ordered me quite a bit. But I'm super happy because they don't have like, a lot of his don't have the stands. My daughter's, more of hers had the stand, has more of her minifigures have the little stand, the plate stands, but his doesn't. So I'm really excited about getting those in. See, these keep toppling over, but we'll get that fixed. We'll get it where they don't. But I think it's cute. And then I also want to add, I'm thinking about adding another one, but thicker, and making it like for Beyblades. But like I said in the last video, this towel bar keeps falling, or it's not a towel bar. We keep using our curtain rod as a towel bar, and it has fallen twice. So I needed to get something in here, and I could not find anything that I like. So I'm just going to use these little, they're called robe hooks, I think, but they're just little round hangers. And I'm going to go ahead and get this put in here. I'm just putting one for now, but I think I want to put a second one. I really do. And my son doesn't ever use this, but sometimes like whenever they come in from the pool or whatever, that way they can hang their towel and not just throw it in the floor. Because I don't really want it put in the laundry basket until it's dry. Because if not, then it sours everything in the laundry basket. So I'm thinking about putting a second one, but for now, look, yay, it's so much better. And then it was a 2-pack, and I decided to put the other one in here because this hook only has one screw, and I don't know why, but it allows the hook to swing, and it's like tearing up the drywall behind it. So I'm going to get that switched over to this, and because it has 2 screws, it shouldn't swing anymore, and hopefully it'll stop tearing up that drywall. And then I go ahead and I switch out the doorknob for the bathroom. I did the bathroom first because that room, I've been saying I need to get a new doorknob for it for the longest, and that doorknob was bent because when I had a door on the bathroom linen closet, the doorknobs meet up and then they hit, and they actually end up breaking each other. So it's been bent for the longest. So I decided I'm going to go ahead. I purchased one to see if it was that awful having a knob, and I don't think it is. So I'm going to switch this one to an oil rub bronze doorknob to match the rest of the hardware in the house, because that's what I used. Our sinks are the oil rub bronze, our cabinet pulls, and our doorknobs, door handles. So now I'm making the doorknobs that color too to match. But I'm just slowly doing the things. I say slowly, but I feel like I've been doing a lot, but I'm trying to go back and actually finish things because I am the worst about finishing stuff. I have all the best intentions, and I think a lot of people are like that. You start a project and then you get down to the little stuff and you're just kind of over it. Or budget. Budget's a big thing. It's not that you don't want to finish it. It's just your project costs more than what you initially started, or what you wanted to spend, or what you had to spend, and now you're out and you're like, oh, we'll get back to that, and then you kind of start another project and you never get back to it. So I'm trying to get back to it and finish those things. So I got the doorknob done, and I really think it's not a huge difference, but I like it. It works better, and plus the other doorknob was starting to stick. I have an idea for my wire shelving in the closet, but it's going to be a little while before I get there, just because I'm going to try to get my son's Lego table built, and I have some things I need to finish my daughter's room, got things going on in there, and then hopefully I have a great idea in the laundry room, and I'm real excited about it, and I think it's going to work. I love Bean so much. She's such a good girl. Like, she's always watching what I'm doing and checking out, and she just always keeps me company all the time. She is such a bugger, though. She really is. I think in the last one I was talking about, like, she will knock my phone out of my hand when she wants to go outside. Like, she has trained me a little too well. Apparently, my dogs are better at that, but it's totally fine. But, so, that I wanted to go ahead and get the living room cleaned up because I had ordered my kids some chairs for their bedroom. That was one of my bigger purchases that I made in doing their rooms. I was excited. Also, look how gross this was. The other day, I had pulled the couch out, helping my husband find the remote, and, I was like, oh my gosh, that is so bad. So I'm finally getting around to vacuuming back there. And also, just for the record, I'm doing a voiceover, but Bina's so smart. Like, she knows when I'm on the back side of the house because she comes to the back of the door and opens the screen door. So hold on, I gotta let her in. Come on, baby. But so, I wanted to get this cleaned up because I knew I didn't want to lose pieces and parts and all the things and accidentally vacuum them up, or, you know, I didn't know how much I was going to have to assemble for the chair. So I wanted to go ahead and get the living room cleaned and tidied, and then that way I could get my kids new chairs put together. I am so excited about these. I did set aside an amount for their rooms, and I managed, I think, to stay under it. Especially, I did not plan on buying a new dresser and nightstand for my son's room or a new bed for my daughter's room. I was going to, like, rebuild her a bed, but I honestly think that finding the dresser and stuff, it ended up being cheaper than what it would have been to build her a bed or anything, and she loves that bed. It's so pretty. So, that I wasn't necessarily planning for, and it wasn't cheap. It was $130 for the nightstand, the dresser, and the bed. So, like I said, it wasn't cheap, but I think I still made out pretty good on it. And then, so my son's, I spent, I think, about $30 on the wood that I didn't have in order to finish his room. And then, because I made that extra bunk, so I had to buy a couple of 2x6s for the front. But it was no more than probably $30. And then the shelf that I put in there was extra $10. The dresser and the nightstand was $70. So I think we're at like $110. And then, what was the other thing I bought? Oh, the chair. I've found the chair on Walmart. It was in their deals for days. I think it's still going on. No, it ended. It ended on the 28th. And I don't know if it was actually part of the deals for days or if it was just on sale. But I ordered both of their chairs. His was $85. So I'm under $200 for his room. I'll say refresh, makeover, whatever you want to call it. And then I did find some curtains on sale for $14 for 4 panels, and I only needed 2 for his room and 2 for hers, so that was $7, so we're at like $193. So yeah, we're still under $200 for his, and her room is going to be, I think, even cheaper, because the bed was $50, her chair that she liked was $50, and then I do add a couple of shelves in there, so I spend a little more, but it was like $20. So I have like $120 in on her room, and no, I'm not done with it yet. Oh, plus the curtain, so $127. But it's going really well, and I think that'll be all I have to spend for her room. But he really loves his room, and we don't have a playroom, so a lot of their stuff has to be displayed, or like that's all the room they have to keep their stuff. Like, we don't have a playroom. I think it's nice to have a playroom. We just don't. Long term, if we were able to afford to or whatever, then we would maybe build an outbuilding, like a garage, not a big one, but in the back, and then maybe make part of the basement a playroom. But that is nowhere near in the foreseeable future, that's for sure. But for now, their stuff has to go in their room, and I kind of like using their stuff as artwork. I think it's kind of cool, and the stuff that they're always reaching for, to have it out where they can see it, they seem to really enjoy it. It kind of makes their room. It has all their personality and the things that they like to make it feel cozy. So, but I am excited to get these chairs put together. I'm excited to get her room done and his desk / Lego table done. And then I am really excited to start the laundry room, because that's going to help me a lot. I think that's going to be one of those that makes my life just easier because I've been trying to make everything function better. That's the whole point. I think a lot of times people focus more on the aesthetics of things and not the function of things. And I am one who I have to have the function. If it doesn't function, like, I think your home, your thing should make your life easier. And if they're not, and it's not functioning well for you, or it's harder to keep clean, or you find yourself not reaching for those things if they're in that cabinet, because that cabinet's a doom cabinet, then change it. Make it where it works for you. I have enjoyed all of the things that I have done in the last year to make my house function better. I have spent a little bit of money, but I am still trying to do it on a budget. With that being said, please do not ever feel like you have to spend a lot of money to make your house a home. Just by loving your space and cleaning. I mean, cleaning makes a huge difference in how your space feels. And then also declutter the things that aren't using. But also, whenever you see something that's not working well in a room, think about, can this work better in a different room? And I'm not gonna lie, I have those cube organizers, and I was going to use one in my laundry room at the doorway, and it was too cluttered, and that told me right there that that's not going to work for me. So a lot of times I will put something in a space to see if I like that. So my daughter's desk, when I brought it home, before it went to her room, it went in the laundry room because I was thinking about putting an island, and one of that size I know will not work for me. I think I could do a smaller one and still like it, but I like to put something in that area to see if it's going to bug me for a couple days before I even think about shopping or building something for that area, if that makes sense. Thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you have a safe and wonderful 4th of July weekend. Remember, today's a blessing, and I hope I see you on the next one. Bye, guys.